Barnard was a child of the forest.
I'll never kill a Bigfoot.
To me, you're more interested in trees and big feet than your own folk.
You told us big feet are mean, but I think they're only mean because we kill them for their tusks.
I think you'd better leave, Saul. I haven't got room on my team for a man whose axe is blunted.
A child who was forced to turn his back on everything he knew and enter a world he did not understand.
I've never been in a house before.
My daddy has many tusks. He said you don't have to kill the elephants to get them. You just catch them and pull them out.
That's a lie.
You need to learn your place, my boy. So you can stay in it, eh?
When I come back, I won't be a yard boy anymore, and I won't get beaten for looking at you.
I always love you, Kate. No matter what happens.
As an adult, Saul became a man determined to take his rightful place.
You buy gold.
And now you want to bring the devil into the forest.
Now he must fight to keep the woman he loves.
Kate! Kate! Barnard, if you try to see or communicate in any way with my daughter, I'll destroy you. You'll soon learn that a thin layer of gold isn't enough to buy yourself into decent society.
You keep digging for your gold, but you'll never be anything but a dirty woodcutter underneath.
Oh! So! You're in my line of fire. He'll be behind you any minute. Joseph, no!
Circles in a Forest, a story of great passion and high adventure.
Remember the day the gods went crazy and all the trouble began? It's happening again. Now, from the makers of The Gods Must Be Crazy comes a side-splitting new adventure. The Bushman is back, and the gods are up to all their old tricks. Something strange just dropped out of the sky, bringing bad luck in all shapes and sizes.
Do you suppose there's another one?
Swarming with wild animals down here.
If you don't bother them, they won't bother you.
Okay, I won't bother you, see? So don't you bother me.
To survive out here, you need friends.
Oh, it's your way of greeting. Oh, we do it this way. Yo.
A little cunning.
Lie down flat!
A lot of energy.
Bullet, bullet, bullet!
We have made up your mind!
You get in there.
And a barrel of nerve.
Hey.
And he's the one to show them how. The gods must be crazy, too. They're either very dangerous
You behave. Nobody gets hurt.
or very dumb. Put them all together, and there's not a trick they won't play. A stunt they won't pull. To get out and get home. The gods must be crazy, too.
Okay, goodbye.
A safari to the core of the funny bone.
Pull me up, pull me up!
The gods must be crazy, too.
If the VHS cassette you're watching does not look like this, it's possible you're viewing an inferior, pirated copy. Beta cassettes do not have a yellow spine. Beta program quality is guaranteed by this polarized seal. If your cassette does not carry these guarantees of quality, phone the Australian Film and Video Security Office. Help stop video pirates.
I'm Jane, and I'm taking care of you. Maratha Jane Canary. You are him, ain't you? Real and truly. If you ain't, you sure must have posed for all his pictures. Glory be. I done it. Me, the saving grace of Wild Bill Hickok.
Seems to me saving grace I wouldn't have got shot in the first place if it hadn't have been for your hair tumbling down.
But you might have. And I was here in any case.
Got anything to drink on you? Mighty thirsty.
Yeah, I wouldn't wonder. You've been hotter than a pistol after a turkey shoot. But you'll be fine now. It's just a little crease up there. This here's chicken soup. Prairie chicken, but no use to be finicky.
I got some whiskey in my saddlebags.
That's for the outside. This is for the inside, so you slurp this down. I got here a little late, didn't I? But, I come in handy just the same.
I bet you are handy.
Drink your chicken soup. I didn't just turn up, you know. I heard these waddies down at the Majestic Saloon talking how there was this plan to gun down Marshal Hickok.
They do keep coming on at me, don't they?
Lately, I drove a supply wagon for the Army. Till I took me a river swim in the Altogether, and some dumb corporal spied me out and told the colonel. Ah, look at that hawk. Looked like he got a snake in his talons. Ain't he something?
I reckon the Army hadn't seen many like you.
So then they bundled me down to Fort Fetterman to be a laundress. Can you beat it? A laundress!
Greedy one, aren't you? Want all of it all at once, like.
The Army will hire me back someday for a scout, just like you and Cody. I can track as good, shoot as good. Well, or almost.
You just gotta keep out of them swimming holes. Didn't you ever venture a guess somebody might take a peek?
I wanted them to. They gotta know I'm a female who can do anything a man can do and better.
Well, I wouldn't say, everything. It'd be terrible sad to go through life not knowing if you're one of the t'other.
I'm an old woman, Bill Hickok. Don't you think different?
Maybe you are.
Yeah, go.
I want my money.
Here, take it.
Excuse me. Are you a female? Ask Bill.
You are the James Butler Hickok, are you not, sir?
Sure is.
Dallying with fancy women. When you are the idol of every young boy in America, you owe it to them, sir, to keep yourself pure in heart and body.
Keep your britches on, Reverend. I just handle the sale of our horses back there at that station, that's all.
Well, not really all.
You fancy woman, you. We got enough trouble without you causing more.
You gents going to Abilene? No, St. Louis, ma'am. We're going to the National Congregational Convention. It's the first since the war. I'm nominating Reverend Warren here for bishop.
Oh, sipes.
We got us a party.
Keep going, driver! Good gracious sakes alive. It's a regular talent, Little Miss Calamity.
Got him!
Didn't get them all. You can get up now.
You all right?
Yep, I reckon. I got a cousin in East Fort Worth. Guzzles about a quart of that every morning for breakfast. Been blind for the last 7 years and hadn't moved his hands and feet for 10. I just made that up. Rock of Ages, cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy wound beside which flowed be the sin, the double cure. Save from wrath and make me pure.
Young preacher seem like you don't know enough to pound sand down a rat hole.
Hold me on the throne, Rock of Ages, cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee.
You reckon you could play that thing a little more joyful?
Oh, it's hard to be a woman in the West, where the days and nights will put you to the test, and the dreams you say so seldom will come true. Oh, what's a poor girl to do?
swig of this for starts. Oh, it's hard to be. You should have respect for a lady. A little while ago, you were calling her a fancy woman, Reverend.
No. Well, she stopped the horses. You know, we could all been killed if she hadn't stopped the horses.
That's true.
Honor demands your protection for this poor, helpless female.
That's true, too.
Oh, Lord.
Get up. Sakes, get a Bible. Any page will do.
Verily, verily, verily.
For the
verily.
record, Sipes, for the record. I, James Butler Hickok, do solemnly swear. Promise.
I do?
Right. I, Jane Canary.
That's me.
Promise to love, honor, and obey this man.
Promise to love, honor, and what?
Obey.
Obey.
Relax yourself. He never even got to what I promised.
As long as you both shall live, kiss the bride. Sign it, Sipes, sign it. Two souls saved, we've done our duty. Your marriage lines, my dear. Right there.
Substitute. Page from Holy Bible. Unite in holy matrimony. Jane Canary. J.B. Hickok. Glory be. Glory be. I'm Mrs. Wild Bill Hickok. Howdy. Had a little trouble. Help me unload, then help your driver.
Listen, you birds just better remember what we talked about last night. One word to anybody about what happened, and you're not only gonna have to settle with me, but that convention of yours is gonna find out their new bishop's a drunk, and you're two of the biggest damn fools this side of Fort Kearny.
Well, what about her?
And now I'll have to think of something, won't I?
Bill?
Come on.
say something. It was your idea, you know.
Look at you. Sure look good to me. Gentle, you say? Well, I don't know if that's so good for that hot shot.
Are you teasing me?
But I tease you.
He's beautiful.
No colonel can turn you down now. With that outfit, no Satan there, you can ride scout in anybody's army. Looks like you got yourself a deal, Walter. What'd you say?
$50.
Hold on a minute. But you like that animal?
You want to be shucking me is all. That's what it's all about, these fancy duds, the horse. Not that I blame you. He was all boozed up. Them preachers, too. But the thing is, we done it, and I think we ought to give it a decent try.
You can't do that.
I'd be a good wife to you, Bill, I swear it. Or I'd die
That
trying.
ain't it. Ain't no town west of Indiana hire me for marshal, me having a wife. Having you to grab so's my hands to be tied.
I can take care of myself, Bill. Well, truth is, I was fixing to have me drive freight for a while. And, get a room in a boarding house like where friends could come to call. I mean, you could come anytime you wanted to. Anytime. If you wanted to.
You'd do it like that, wouldn't you?
Well, why not? I mean, we do get along.
Yeah, I reckon we do.
Deal?
Touch flesh.
Did I get to keep Satan?
A deal's a deal.
Hell, I was doing great.
Yeah, I can see that. What was it you were doing?
Practicing. Usually out to Seeley's mill, but I was waiting on a load for my next haul, so I meant it for a surprise.
Surprise.
Me in a teensy skirt like that circus lady we saw a while back. Agnes, what's her name that you call so high class?
Lake. Agnes Lake.
No, I don't have me any yellow curls, but my act will be better than hers any day. You'll see.
You know, we still got an ordinance here, no gunplay within the city limits.
Gonna put me in jail? Might be kind of convenient.
Right at that.
You owe me a hat.
Well, your wagon's loaded.
When you due back?
Couple, 3 days.
Get yourself another driver, Cyrus.
Sure thing, Marshal.
Hey, I can't just up and leave.
Sure you can. Bill Cody's in town. Get yourself all dialed up, and I'll be back and get you later.
Bill? You mean the marshal? He's over to Kate's as usual. Can't talk. Got some business coming by.
Damn that Mamie! Oh.
Tell you something, Jane. You gotta give them what they want. Never mind what you want.
Patty!
Miss Canary doesn't enjoy oysters?
I rather doubt it. Look at him. Tell you what, when we're done here, I'll go fetch Jane and we'll meet you back at the hotel.
Bill, look, I give you my proposition. Now I need your answer.
You really think I could do it?
Hell, yes, you can do it. I mean, haven't we always been showmen? I mean, that's what that is, more and more, and you know it. Now, I need you. I didn't figure there'd be any problem on getting you to give up the law. I just never counted on this woman.
Set him up, Kate. Calamity Jane's here and the drinks are on me.
All right.
Thank you, Calamity.
Well, look at there. If it ain't the famous Buffalo Bill Cody. Sitting right here in Abilene.
That's Martha Jane, Colonel.
Maratha Jane Canary. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What happened to you? Look like some painted harlot.
Well, how you like our fair city, Colonel?
The gentlemen are busy. I think you ought to go.
Don't you tell me what I ought to do, Mamie.
Poor little thing. She needs help.
You better go cool down. Like your chain got broke.
Shamed you and myself. I hate her. I hate her.
If I were you, I wouldn't bother myself. Because right now, she's nursing a shiner about as big as a good-sized cow patty.
I just wanted to show you that I can be pretty too.
I decided to turn in my badge, Jane.
That's about the best news I ever heard. And you don't even know the reason I'm so happy.
I'm going with Bill Cody. He's putting together a traveling show and he wants me in it.
Well, me and Satan were all set up for that, Bill. You haven't seen half my trick riding. Well, I couldn't do it for too long, maybe.
It's play acting. Scouts of the Prairie or something like that. You see, times are running out for me and Cody.
I don't understand. You're gonna make me understand.
I feel like I'm standing in a puddle of sand. And it's all just kind of drifting away. The last thing you need is for me to pull you down with me.
All them words. It's all they is, words. It's me, I know it. Being jealous and making a fuss all the time. I won't be like that no more, Bill, I promise. I won't do it.
I wish it were that simple.
Bill, let's get us a ranch. We could have a family.
It's a pretty idea. I don't think I'd be much count at that, darling. Putting down roots, ranching.
Oh, God.
Afraid they'd smother me. You too, in the end.
Pay me no mind. Take care of myself.
It's just something new to do.
Take care of yourself now, Maratha Jane. Who knows, I might be up there panning some of that yellow stuff myself before you know it.
Thank you, Will. Let it be all right.
Maratha Jane! Maratha Jane!
Something wrong, Mr. Lal?
It's hard to tell, Captain O'Neill. Oh, the Sioux being all stirred up over the gold Custer found up in these hills. Oh, Lord.
Come on. Yes. Come here.
She's had it all on her lonesome.
Why, that baby is half starved.
It's no wonder. She's half dead.
Who are you? What, child? You come back to us. Oh. I'm just old Nell Banders. Mr. Will fetched me to see to you after him and that fancy hunting party found you. Weeks ago now. My baby. Fine, fine, fine. Finer than you, miss. You don't remember, do you? Prettiest little girl you ever saw? Oh. Oh. My Janie. My little Janie. Oh. When I was buying supplies in Benson's Landing, them English folks, the ship captain and his lady, they looked after your baby for me over to the hotel. I swear you got no sense at all. Come on. Where's Janie? Mr. Will, you bring her out later with the ship captain. Come. You'll bring her out later. Come on. Oh. I don't want her. Not up from birth in a month. Oh. That mountain fever's bad, girl. Oh. You want to kill yourself? I want to get back on my feet again. You've been here too long already. I got to take care of my little girl. Could have let that man of yours know. He's gone from me. He's gone. Got something to tell you, miss. Miss O'Neill, fine woman, miss. She wanted to come of herself for this, but Captain said better I do it. Us being two of a kind, you and me. In spite of my color, he wants it put fair to you. They've been married some while, you see, without no babies. Honey, they're longing for your little babe to belong to them. They know about your trials, and they're sorry by it. They're willing to pay you and give her all. Hey!
I wouldn't no more sell my little Janie. Figure her for a woods colt, don't they? That's what everybody figures. Well, it ain't true. You look a here. You just look a here. See? My little Janie's all legal. That's Wild Bill Hickok's girl, and she's all legal.
I can't read it, but I do believe you.
Gonna grow up a bastard anyway, 'cause nobody else will believe it. Sweet little Jane. What your daddy would have called you.
She's to be called Jean Irene O'Neill now.
Take the child, Helen.
God help you.
Helen.
I will love her. Oh.
Won't you please accept this?
Changing her name. You promised I'd get to see her again.
Of course. Perhaps. One day. You have our address in England, Miss Canary, and I'll write to you and I'll let you know how she's getting on.
You do right by her.
You're a strong woman. There'll come a time when your daughter will want to know about her natural mother. You should write about your life. A journal, perhaps. It's for her when she's grown.
That reading's all right, but I don't know much about writing.
We better get going, folks, or we'll miss the train in Omaha.
At least take part of this to carry you wherever you choose to go. Please. You have my admiration and my gratitude.
crazy. That's what the Indians think. And they got a fine respect for fools and crazies.
Am I your brew? Hey! Bullwhacker! Quit it, you hear? No way to treat your animals. Keep that whip off in your head like you're supposed to. Up. Now, just pick my hat up, dust it off, and hand it back to me real polite like I'll be mighty obliged. And if you don't, fill you so full of holes, that carcass of yours won't even shed rain. Mighty thoughtful of you. Thank you. What's your name?
Jack.
Well, now, Jack, how long since you've had your belly full? You finished? Sure wish I'd come along that far. Take this word pleasure, for instance. P-L-E-A. Now, wouldn't you think to spell it with an A or an A-Y, maybe? Only makes sense. Never mind. My Janie won't be reading what I write for years.
Martha Jane?
Hello, Will.
Me and my new partner, Charlie Burke. Oh, you gotta meet him, Martha Jane. It's all he ever talks about. It's wanting to meet you. We was over the number 10, lifting a couple, and...
Sure will, why not? School's out, Jackie. We'll be back before dark, you hear?
Bill's there. He's in from Cheyenne.
Oh, my. So what are we standing here for?
Damn it, you gotta know. Word is that he's married. To that showgirl, Agnes Lake. I'm sorry.
You can't be. I got our wedding lines.
Martha Jane, cool down now, will you?
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him about Janie. He wants Ruth. He's got a plenty with me. He married me first. Oh, Will. I'm a fool for him. I know what I always have been. Thing is, I'd give plumb anything to have him and Janie back. I'm a mess. Hey, what happened here?
This woman.
What happened? Let me in there. What? Oh, my God. What's he doing in that chair? Why didn't he sit with his back to the wall? Oh, God. Bill. No. Oh, my Bill. My Bill. Sam's run out of your last hour, didn't they? Oh.
are the passengers?
They ain't there.
Where are they?
I must have forgotten back at 12 Mile Station. Maybe it was 9 Mile, I don't remember.
You drunken son. You're fired.
Come on, Martha Jane.
Oh, Martha Jane. Well, only one called me Martha Jane since my daddy died. Oh, God.
Take it, Johnny.
Oh, baby face. Such a big girl now. I felt real bad over Helen's death. Seems you are doomed never to have a mother to live with. My ink has been froze so many times.
Here you are, Miss Burke.
It is almost spoiled.
Money's practically falling out of their pockets.
What, all that just for taking them into town?
Here, build your steak for tonight.
Seems your winning streak with the Gandy dancers has reached their rich years. They can't wait to take Calamity Jane at poker. Here, brought you a letter, too.
From Captain O'Neill. Glory be. They're here in America. They're living here. Him and my Janie in Richmond, Virginia. It's a sign, Charlie Burke, it's a sign. Oh, I gotta win tonight. I'm going there. I'm gonna see my baby. Hell, I might not come back at all. Nothing for me here.
I am.
My Charlie Burke.
I know it wouldn't be like with Hickok, but...
No, of course not. Nothing would. Look after Satan while I'm gone, will you? You and Will. If I don't come back, he's yours.
Sure.
Yep, I was at the Little Bighorn. Indian scout. That General Custer. You know, the Sioux washed him, laid him out, left them all of a piece. Treated him better than anybody else got treated. Of course, you can't blame the Indians. Just getting even after all them massacres. But you should have seen us. Arms and legs everywhere. Sioux sure had themselves a high old time. There was one body, Or a hand here, a foot over there. Head rolled off right into a holler and sticking right up out of the grass. Thank you.
Jane. Jane. We've been waiting for you. Come on.
Ain't all that heavy because I didn't know how long. I mean,
Take that.
oh.
Hurry. Is there one like yours, Miss Calamity?
How'd you come to know that funny name I got?
I know all about you and Deadwood Dick and the Indians. Daddy reads me stories.
Stories about me.
Why are you crying?
Because you remind me of a little girl I once knew. Sailed away from me in a big ship and never come back to me.
Daddy and I sail on big ships lots of times.
You do?
Once we went to China.
China? My heavens. You must have seen lots of wonderful sights. Fine little girls like yourself.
No, they were so hungry.
They was.
Yes, Mary Ross and I gave them money.
Sweet lamb. Where's your mother, darling?
She died.
I see.
Does this open?
Mm-hmm. There's a picture of a very famous man named Wild Bill Hickok.
What a funny name. He's handsome like my daddy.
Well, you are just about the prettiest thing I ever did see. You're full of kindness, my precious one.
Like a mother. I think it's time for bed, Jean.
Good night, Miss Calamity. Sweet dreams.
Oh. For Janie's education. Jean's. Oh, I know you don't need it, how could you? But there might come a time, and I want to. Sure must miss your wife. I know you do, and I don't mean that I could take her place or... There's nothing holding me in the West no more. And, well, Janie needs a mama. I don't mean I'd shame you. What I really thought when I wasn't just dreaming was, well, I could take a room in a boarding house. I could just be here for Janie. For you too, if you want it.
You couldn't shame me if you tried. You have to believe that, Jane. The thing is that Mrs. Ross and Jean sail with me now.
Never been in a boat.
Jean means everything. Everything to me.
Don't fret yourself now. I ain't never reneged on a deal in my life. Besides, I couldn't give her all this, could I? For Janie, when she's growed. Tell her for me. This one looks like my horse. His name's Satan.
Jane! Jane Canary! Jane! Where are you? Jane Canary, you get out here right now!
Hush up, you wake the dead. Charlie. What in thunder you doing here, anyhow?
I heard you was in this hell hole. I damn near didn't believe it. Just look at you.
What do you want with me, anyhow?
Well, I come to marry you. Your horse, Satan, he's outside. So come on.
I can't right now. Charlie! Stop it! Charlie, stop it! One of the girls. She's dead. Leaving only this little mite to show for it. Want a drink?
What I want to do is to get you the hell out of here. So come on.
Let me see Madam Feely about her and the baby, and we'll see. Hello, pal. Oh. Took fine care of me, Charlie.
Isn't that what I said inside, Jane?
odds ain't exactly great. What I know about wife and you can stuff in the saddlebag.
Well, I can't help it. I've been in love with you since I first laid eyes on you. Maybe even before.
Never say Calamity Jane won't try something new.
You ain't gonna be late for your own wedding, are you? Here.
Well, no, you old fool.
Jane, let's get on with it. Start to celebrate.
I just hope he makes you happy, Martha Jane.
Watch what you're doing, Charlie. Why don't you caulk that trough like I told you? Nah, I'll do it. Pal, been together a long time. Got to part now. You'll do better off on your own. Go on now. Go on. Go and die in peace. There's a heaven for horses. I know you'll be there. Charlie, wake up here.
Come here, Jane.
I got something to say. Why ain't you out tending to the stock?
Those 5 old scrub cows can tend to themselves.
Come here.
Come here. That's all you got in your mind, ain't it? That and lazing about the place. I can't do it no more, Charlie. Time's slipping away and there ain't nothing to show for it. We're a ruin, everything is. I'm leaving.
You can't just up and leave.
Sure can. You be glad of it. All this is smothering you, Charlie. And me too. I knew it. I knew it would right from the start. I'm sell off them 5 cows and you hightail it back to Texas where you come from. You still got plenty of good years.
Where are you going?
Deadwood, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Hickok's there. 6 feet under.
Had me some good times in Deadwood once.
Maratha Jane.
Like the good girl that you are, Maratha Jane?
I sure hope not, babyface. I tried it once, remember?
We got company.
You're a disgrace to Deadwood, Jane Burke. We're here to see that you leave for good.
Pus-gutted. Bunch of hypocrites. Think I'm bound for hell, do you? I delivered your grandkid, May Burton. Saved your boy from cholera, Annie McDougal. As for you, Sarah Beasley, I was the one who found a home for that little bastard. Scalping. Well, I really did it this time.
Yep.
Female bites worse than a dog. Ah, damn!
Yeah, you couldn't hardly stand here and let them cut your hair off.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have come busting for a fight if I hadn't. Oh, well, they'll close you down. I'll go to the city council. You know it. If I don't get out. Well, they leave me to go to hell my own way. Lordy. What do I do next?
Well, that, lady over there, she's off on the train this morning. She's asking about you.
My God.
Says she's come all the way from New York to redeem you from sin. So help me. She wants to put you in a big show back east. That'll do the trick.
Hallelujah, saved at last. When I joined Custer, that I donned the uniform of a soldier. I soon came to be perfectly at home in men's clothes. This here's my pamphlet, my life story. Wrote it down myself, it's only 10 cents. Then I named you Calamity Jane, heroine of the plains. I have borne that name up to the present time.
Wrap up nice and warm, folks. Genuine Amish wool from Pennsylvania.
We then ordered to the Black Hills, where the Sioux Indians controlled the territory and the government.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. See the finest display of wonders at the Pan American Exposition. See, little Ella. She weighs in at 540 pounds. Any bird to toy. Step right up. See Prince Abdul eat white, hot fire. Step right up, folks, and see Esmeralda fondle her snake. The finest display of wonders at the Pan American Exposition. And hear the real Calamity Jane tell you her true adventures. And take home a souvenir of all she tells you, writ by her very own self. Tell them a sample, Calamity.
My name is Maratha Canary, born Princeton, Missouri, May 1st, 1852. Mother and father.
Fine, Calamity, fine. We don't want to give it all away free now, do we?
Oh, she ain't the real Calamity Jane. Just look at her.
What'd you say? Hey, you! I'm to the real Calamity Jane. Howlin' coyote from Bitter Creek! Further up you go, the better it gets! Where's that lion varmint? Huh?
Step right up, folks. Just a taste of what's in store for you inside, folks. Tickets go on sale in just a minute. 10 cents, 1 thin dime. Step right up and see Calamity Jane, and see Esmeralda fondle her snakes, and Prince Abdul swallow white hot fire. Step right up, here ya, hey ya, hey ya. Tickets go on sale in just a minute. 10 cents, 1/10 of a dollar. 10 cents will get you 1 ticket into the show. See the greatest.
The show is about to commence. Come and see the amazing acrobat.
But I want to go see her.
She probably won't make it through the show, Miss O'Neill. Talk is, she's drinking.
I don't care. I want to see her. I'll meet you at the Indian Pavilion.
There's no stopping Jean sometimes. She'll be safe enough.
Miss Calamity? Excuse me for just walking in, but I so wanted to meet you again.
Janie.
Jean O'Neill. I suppose you won't possibly remember, but are you all right?
Yeah. Fine. I'm finer than ever in my whole life. You remember that night in Richmond?
You found Satan for me, and I still have that little horse. Did the little girl who sailed away ever come back to you?
Yeah, she sure did. I never thought you'd see me like this.
No, but you look splendid. I know. We're giving a reception at the hotel, Father and I, for Colonel Cody, and you must come.
You'll be there, Buffalo Bill.
Of course. He and his Wild West company have sailed with Father to Europe several times. We're here at the exposition by his urging.
Well, you don't know how the captain, your father, I don't know how he like me barging in.
Does not matter, Calamity. You are my friend, and that's that. We are friends, aren't we? Well then, Father has nothing to say about it.
Darling, you're going your own way, sure enough. Be warned, I did. It started in 15, and Made a lot of mistakes.
Damn it, Calamity! They're waiting!
Oh, I beg your pardon, miss.
Get a move on!
Do the show, and I'll be back.
One of them mistakes was worth every bit of the cost.
Calam!
Just might tell you about it later.
Everyone, an honored guest has arrived. Calamity Jane herself.
Jane?
It's all right with you?
It's very much all right.
Mrs. Gladwell, Mrs. Brown, this is Mrs. Burke.
We've read all about you. Bret Harte, Ned Buntline's books.
Yes, and other dime novels. Deadwood Dick?
Oh, Deadwood Dick. Well, can't say I recollect him, no. Thank you.
The story's about you, as if you didn't know. Adventures.
You are famous, Miss Burke, around the world.
I don't know about around the world. Could say I have something of a reputation back home.
The time is long past for two old friends to have a talk. So, if you'll excuse us.
Excuse me. Shaming, ain't I?
Quite the opposite. And Jean adores you. I took you to one side only to ask you to stay after the others have gone. Quiet supper. Just the three of us. Would you like to tell her who she really is?
Oh, my. I'll stay.
Enough's enough, Jim. I'm an old friend, too. You are famous, Jane. In truth, the continent would pay a good deal to see you. Sober? I have a new European tour scheduled for my Wild West next year. I came up here to recruit talent. Interested?
Should have asked in Abilene.
If you'd looked then like you look tonight, I would have had to. Bill, he never would have left.
They moved him up to the cemetery, Mount Moriah. Deadwood did it, not that widow of his. She didn't even come to the funeral. A lot of dreams gone by, Colonel. I'd still like to be buried next to my Bill.
Mrs. Burke, might I? Would you give me your autograph?
My autograph. How about that? Right here.
Yes. My husband keeps threatening to give up everything and homestead in Wyoming or somewhere.
Heavens, Mary Elizabeth. What a dreadful aspect. I think how hardened you'd become.
Well, it certainly would harden the constitution of a young lady brought up in Buffalo.
One does as one must, Mrs. Gladwell. Continue, please, Mrs. Burke.
Well, I'll tell you. I figure it's the same here or out there for us ladies. Either you end up washing a man's drawers or you get paid for pulling them down. Excuse me, lady.
Excuse me. Oh, that was so funny.
There's something I've been wanting you to know. Seems like forever and ever.
I too, Calamity. It's as if tonight were a dream come true. You're everything I dreamt you were. I grew up wanting to be like you, all the things I'd heard about you.
Sometimes dreams, well, they ain't always real.
Not this time. You're independent, so strong. What a life you must have had, but you're still true to yourself. As with those silly women, or anything else I'd wager. You won't take the easy way, and I admire that more than anything. Well, I've said my piece. Now, what did you want to say to me?
Oh, just you made me feel like tonight is my night, and I want to thank you.
I'm glad. Calamity? Calamity, you can't leave. Father and I...
Sometimes what's real beats dreams all to hell, you know it. You listen to me good, Jean, Irene, O'Neill. I want you should learn easier than I did. A woman going her own way. What she gets is a hard trade every day of her life. And if she ends up with some self-respect come sunset, she's damn lucky. Because if you got that, little darling, can't nobody say you didn't beat 'em all.
Jean, let her go. It's what she wants.
Calamity Jane got her wish. She was buried next to Wild Bill Hickok. It was said of her then, she done her damnedest, and no man alive ever accomplished more.
Please rewind this cassette before returning it to your video library.